everyone, it's me, Be Unique. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello and welcome. If you're returning, you know you guys are awesome. Today's video is a beginner's tutorial for brows. So yeah, these are my brows here that I did. I did not do a tutorial on the look. If you want to see how I got this look, just leave a comment down below. And I would film that for you guys. Anyway. If you're interested on how I got my brows did, if you need help, then so I'm gonna start with brows. The product I'm gonna be using is a brow gel. It's called Brow Last. It's from Physicians Regional. It's very long wearing. Let me tell you, it stays put. Like, you gotta scrub it off, type of thing. So I always brush my brows up first, and then I'm gonna take my product. Doesn't matter what. It's basically the same thing you're gonna do. But you're gonna put your product on, and the way I do them, okay, I just fill in my natural brow first. So, like, I'll go where I see my brow hairs. That's the first thing I'll do. Now, depending on the type of look that I'm going for, I will either leave them just filled in, or I will balance them out because this eyebrow is slightly different, you know. Brows are sisters, not twins, type of saying that they do. But I will kind of balance them out a little bit. See, now I'm going a little bit higher than my natural brow. It's very, like, I'm talking like no hairs there. I try to keep it as neat as possible while I'm putting product in, and if you mess up, it's fine because you can clean them up. So yeah, I always go darker at the end of my brow and then lighter at the front. I never want it to be too dark because it's gonna look like two Sharpies, you know, like two, no bueno. So looking straight ahead, you can see the difference with just filled in. I'm not trying to like make them look Instagrammy or, you know, like how I would like my brows to naturally look, like, you know, thick and beautiful, because I will thicken it up. So what I do now, before I do anything else, I go to this brow and I do the always less product at first. That's why I do them this way, and then I decide, well, I think I'm gonna do them a little bit thicker, or, you know, it needs more here than here. Your brows are gonna be different than mine, so you're gonna be, you know, you might take more or less. Now you can see I have gaps here compared to here. One brow is always looking way better than the other. And what I'll do is I will lightly kind of do a line there. Now, even though this brow is uneven, I try to match at least the top, like, because this one is shaped so differently. I have to like balance this out automatically every time compared to this one. Now, and then I'm going to go back to this one because I did it a little too high, so I will go in and add more. So now under here is where I have to fix on this brow. So what I do, let me just adjust myself. I put more product on, you know, enough. And now I know I have more hair in the beginning of my brow here, so that's what I'm going to try to mimic on this side. It's okay if it's messy, it's not going to be accurate, but I fill in where I'm missing or where I feel I need to put product in order to add balance. Now, as you can see, that's a lot thicker than my normal brows, but I like it like that. So I'm actually gonna leave it, and we'll clean up when I'm done. Now, whatever's left on here, what I'll do is I'll lightly fill in here a smidge on both sides. Now, I'm gonna do basically what I did to this brow on here to make them match. and then I always take a step back. They're pretty much almost done. You don't want to overdo it at the same time, you know, because then you're going to be all over the place. And if you mess up when you clean up your brows, that's why it's nice to do them first. I never used to, I will admit that. But if I have time, I'll always try to do them first. Just to save myself any added aggravation. See, like, I messed up right there. But that's okay, because I'm still going to clean them up. I'm just making sure that they're as dark as my natural brow hairs at this point. Now, one is slightly more rounded, like this one's more rectangular. So I'm just going to try to mimic that really quick on this side. And that's bringing it up ever so slightly. Okay. See, now once you step back, they look fine. You zoom in, like, I mean, like, really, like, you're gonna say, oh, what the fuck? But when I clean them up, it'll look. Now, I don't recommend you follow this tutorial. There are a lot of girls out there. I mean, it depends. Like, it's not that I don't want to recommend myself, but I feel like there are a lot of people out there that do way nicer brows than me, okay? And I guess it don't depend. So underneath my brow, I will use a lighter concealer because I have to prep my eye anyway. And then on top, I use one that kind of matches my skin tone. So the one I'm going to use for the top part of my brows is from Makeup Revolution in the shade C10. So I'm just going to take that out like so. And I'm just going to take a brush. And I use the one that came in the Urban Decay Electric palette. Because, I don't know, I love this brush for my brows. It's super, super tiny and thin. And it gets what I need to do done. So I'm just going to put the products, on like that. I normally will hold this out. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over like so. Okay. And then I'm gonna go here. Basically, tidying up my brow. I'm like, if I have to make it thinner, I will. This is the time where I do so. Fixing any mistakes that have been made. And then what I'll do is I'll flip the other side, because this is a dual-ended, and I will use that to blend out the top part. But you don't want to go too crazy because you also don't want to make them uneven. So like I'll toggle once I feel this brow should be good. So I'm just gonna go in here. I'm seeing a little mess up here, so I'm just gonna go in and fix it like so. So now I'm gonna add more product and I'm gonna do basically the same thing. Maybe not the same thing, but whatever this brow needs, I'm gonna do. Just rounding this brow out a bit. And doing that to match. So when I step back, they don't look like two different shapes. So I'm going to take a spoolie and kind of like just brush in between right there, kind of fade that out a bit more. So now I'm going to go in with my other concealer that I'm going to use where I'm going to prep my eyes and stuff. And that's in the shade Light Medium from Tarte Sheep Tape. And I'm not going to bother cleaning off my brush because I'm going to use a lot of this. So I'm just going to go in. I'm going to do this eyebrow first. What I do is I start from here because that's where I need the most definition, and then I'll work in the front. I just want to make sure that I'm not messing up. And then whatever's left I feather through. See? And then whatever's left, I blend down a bit on that side. And I use the other end to really get that blended out. Now I'm going to do the same with the other eye, adding more product on my brush. Checking to make sure they're at least the similar shape to each other. So if you step back and take a look, they look very similar, which is what I want. I feel like one is a little thicker, so I'm actually gonna raise it up a bit. Like this one I feel is slightly too thick. So I'm gonna go in just adding more product. And I'm going to bring it up, making it thinner on the bottom part anyway. And that is how I do my brows. So, yeah. So that wraps up the video, you guys. Give me a thumbs up if you like this tutorial. Leave a comment down below if you guys would like to see any other beginner-friendly tutorials on any topic. And if you have not already, sting that subscribe button and come join my little beehive. Help me pollinate the YouTube world, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, you name it. That's where we want to pollinate. And also hit that notification bell so you'll be notified of any future content. And I will catch you guys in my next video.